What's up, guys? Kayak Mike here. I'm going to walk you through how to find the Hoover Fishing Seminar and how to pre-register for it. So if you want to Google on your phone or on your computer, Hoover Fishing Seminar, make sure you go to the hartleyhogs.com link. Or you could just type in hartleyhogs.com. I like to do everything through Google, so once you open that link up, this is what it looks like, and this is just strictly to register. We're going to go over speakers and stuff here in a second, but those who are just curious on how to register, you go to registrations now open, click here to register, scroll down to register for Hoover Fishing Seminar, click here, and then you're going to fill in the application. It's really simple. Down here, you're going to select which ones you're going to be in. There are limits on how many people can be in each seminar, which we'll go over in a second. But you will select each one you want to be in for each session. It starts at 8. We're going to go over the blocks here in a second. Go down. Once you're done, hit submit. And when you're done, whatever email you submit, you will get an email. And that's where you pay your $16. I'm not sure if it's immediate. I believe this is a manual process. So if you don't immediately get an email, just wait. Within a day, I'm pretty sure they're getting all these emails out. Click on View and Pay Invoice. It'll take you to your PayPal, or it'll take you to your options. Looks like I have PayPal, Venmo, PayPal Later, debit or credit card. It looks like you can do it anyway. It doesn't have to just be PayPal. I'm going to click on PayPal. All right, here we go. Getting your wallet, yada, yada, yada. All right, whatever. There's nothing really personal here you guys can get, so complete purchase. And I am paid and registered. All right, so on January 27th, 2024, the doors will open at 7 a.m. The first session starts at 8. If you click here to register, that will go over all the session times and what's going on and where. So in the gymnasium, there are going to be a bunch of speakers for kayak fishing. Though I'm going to go over the kayak catfishing ones because those are the ones I'm part of. We have got Kayak Catfish. He's going to be joining us. He's going to be a presenter. Ryan Boards Blue Collar Life. He's going to be a presenter. And I'm going to be a presenter, and I'm going to be representing myself in online catfishing tournaments. I'm going to go over the blocks that we are going to be going over. So in the very beginning, 8 a.m., bass and catfish. We're going to be going over all of our rigs. Catfishing is always going to go second. Bass is always going to go first. So if there's any session where we're dual, bass will go first, or not catfishing will go first, because I believe there's musky fishermen too. Not catfishing will go first, and we'll follow up. The beauty about this, JJ, Kayak Catfish, he's going to be bringing his basic setup, his Old Town super basic setup. I will be bringing my brand new canoe. For those who don't know, I didn't make a big announcement, but I personally left Jackson for no other reason than I'm a tournament administrator. It doesn't make sense to be tied to a brand, so I left them last year. I now have a new canoe, Unlimited, and the reason being is Raccoon Creek Outfitters. They are sponsoring our scene this year, so I'm going to rock a kayak that they sell in our trail this year. And then Ryan Bortz is going to have a Jackson Take 2. So you're going to be able to see every evolution of our sport in every rig known to mankind, from basic 2-rod setup with Kayak Catfish to a middle of the road. I don't have my rod rack on yet. I'm going to leave it off for the seminar. To a middle of the road, not the kayak itself, but middle of the road rigging job where I still have the 24-volt battery, but I don't have all the bells and whistles, to a high-end kayak catfishing platform like Ryan Boards, where he has the rod rack, the 24-volt motor, and all that. So you're going to be able to see every evolution of our sport, from simplest setup to most extreme setup. And then in the second session that starts at 9:45 a.m., it's all going to be kayak catfishing. So people are aware of what makes us qualified to talk about kayak catfishing. Well, Justin Johnson, Kayak Catfish, his popularity speaks for itself. 169,000 subs, 75 million views, 848 videos, all that kind of stuff. Took second in the first ever National Kayak Trail last year, Kayak Catfishing Trail. He's never not been successful everywhere he's gone and fished. I've never not seen him catch a fish when we're out fishing together. So that's important. I believe having credentialed speakers is also important. Ryan Bortz, same thing. He is the national champion of the first ever Kayak Catfishing Trail last year. There's no style of catfishing that he cannot do. Same thing with me. There's no style of catfishing that he or I cannot do. I'm the first person to put a video of bumping out of a kayak on YouTube. I'm not claiming I was the first one ever, but I definitely was the first person to ever do it on video. We've opened up so much more water to so many more anglers now. When I first started a few years back, people told us we were crazy if we fish on the Ohio River. Now the Ohio River is kind of a joke. Not a joke of a fishery, but there's no fear of fishing the Ohio River anymore. So we are opening all sorts of doors. Also, we have all been successful on Hoover. I have won a tournament on Hoover. I don't believe Ryan's actually won a tournament. He's been successful, but I don't believe he's won a tournament on Hoover yet. But he has caught big fish over 40 inches in competition, and Kayak Catfish went up there and was really successful on a tournament this past year. So we all have the credentials to help you guys learn how to fish Hoover. We're going to teach you guys how to drag, and we're going to be doing real life examples. So you don't have to just be a kayak fisherman to get education out of this. We're going to show you how to set up boards. We're going to show you the spread. We're going to show you lake maps specifically on Hoover. I'm going to show you exactly where I fished and won a tournament there. So last year, the people who went through our seminar, they sent us pictures all throughout the year last year of all the success they had. Christopher Minahan, this is a great story about us and Christopher Minahan. He didn't drag once in his life until last year. Ryan and I showed him how to drag, and then he became a dragging machine. There's a lot of good stuff that we're going to be able to teach you during that second session. Session 3 starts at 10:40 a.m. That'll be kayak bass fishing. I'm going to be heading over to the ODNR session during that time. I want to watch that. That's very important to me. Also, a lot of the stats that I'll be rattling off to you guys in the kayak catfishing portion is going to be based off of what I learned from them last year. And then session 4, online tournament fishing. Again, kayak bass fishing is going to go first, and any other species that might be presenting. And we're going to go last. Anyone who's fishing the length division, boat, bank, or kayak this upcoming year, I'm going to go over everything. Teach you how to measure the fish, blues, channels, flatheads, everything you can learn in person there. And when it all's said and done, I will let you come down and we will go over everything again in person. So you can get hands-on teaching for the length division and online tournament fishing. I'm going to talk about the National Trail that's sponsored by Catfish Sumo and Raccoon Creek Outfitters while we're there. I'll talk about the monthlies that are available. I'll talk about all the local and Ohio trails that are available. Ohio is probably number 1 in the country when it comes to online competition availability and how many events there's going to be. We have the Scioto River event once a month. We have multiple national events coming there. We have, I forget the name of it, Mid-Ohio Catfishing Trail. I do apologize, I forget the name of it, but they have a slew of length divisions. Hoover has a monthly length division alongside their Hoover Cats boat division as well, their weighing division. So there is a lot going on that's going to be here, and it's only $16, guys. You're going to get probably value-wise a few $100s worth of value out of a $16, and on top of that, you get 5 raffle tickets. I'm going to be bringing an entire kit and caboodle to raffle off. Anybody who's brand new to catfishing, if you win my raffle, you're going to get a couple poles, a couple reels, you're going to get a bunch of hooks, weights. You're going to be able to immediately start fishing and have success with Hoover if you win my raffle that I end up bringing up. So that is the Kayak Academy. That's what we're going over. I went over how to register in the beginning, and then I went over specifically the Kayak Academy because I'm a kayak guy. But there's a lot of great stuff going on other than just the Kayak Academy as well. Thank you so much, Joe Hatfield, for working on this. There's a group of people, I forget all their names. The person I specifically work with is Joe Hatfield. There's this gentleman named Kevin as well who's doing the behind the scenes on the website. This is great. So it's being ran extremely efficiently and by some really great people. So go support them. The proceeds support youth fishing clubs, which is awesome. And yeah, Kayak Mike out of here. Any questions, hit me up on Facebook.